Alright, this is Boxboy and Boxgirl, 90% new game. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. That was a little strange because the game itself lagged a bit. What can you do? Still not terrible. 1, 2. That was slow. No need to bonk there. Like, I'm okay bonking at the end because there's 2 stairs in a row and it's tough to get that input correct. Bonking early, there's no reason for it. It only loses like a fraction of a second. 1-3. 1-3, we are very liberal in our block usage here. There we go. Nice. We avoided the crown. We had reasonably fast block generation. So far, so good. 1-5 and 1-6, of course, are the toughest levels of World 1. There we go. That's 1-5. Once again, play things very, very safe. You can do that with much, much fewer blocks, of course. Unfortunate. We take a death. Yeah, what can you do? I don't know what it is. I need to remember just to throw that one late. It's like, I guess all the other ledges you throw it early. And so it's just kind of a reflex. But okay, what's this gonna be? Oh. Could be a 455 actually. Even with that death, it was a pretty quick death, and the rest of the world was pretty clean. So this could be a 455. Deathless run was a 452 when it happened. Just to discuss some of the lore. Keep track of the kid that just ran off to the left, because we'll be seeing that kid again. But not before the kid procures both a bow and a spaceship. Anyway, so you can see the whole world's black now because That's what rocks do to the ground when they hit it, turn everything black. And yeah, very small time save, but a time save nonetheless. Puts us I think we should have been mashing A there. Oh well. So far so good. The name of the game, by the way, is to avoid crowns, and especially in later levels, also avoid medals if possible. Earlier levels, the medal requirements are really lax, and so this is generally tougher to do. I don't think that jump was necessary, but it couldn't have lost any time, because jumps don't take away from your horizontal momentum. And it might have gained a little bit of time if the divot slowed us down. Solid first two stages. A lot of single blocks in this. Can't complain. Nine levels in, a bunch of levels to go. I haven't actually calculated how many levels there are in total. It's something like between 110 and 120. And of course the later levels take much longer. I should have committed there, because there's nothing I could do to save it. There's no reason to, like, hesitate. But anyways, yeah, that was close. That was unnecessarily risky. We'll keep going, though. 2-5. It was a clean finish, at least. The rest of the stage was a little sketchy, but a clean finish. Where we didn't bonk on either of the last jumps. All right, 2-6. Definitely the toughest level execution-wise of this world. Can't complain. Got to the door before 9, which should mean, might mean we have a gold on our hands. We'll be close. At the very least, we increase our grain by a little bit. Nice. 9:20. I think that ties our best time out of World 2. We also had a 9:20 on the run where we had a 4:52 World 1. It's very, very good World 2 there. 3-1. That was very strange. So the strat I was trying to do there was to use 2 blocks for all 3 parts. Somehow I managed using 3 then 1 then 2, but it worked out. So I can't complain. 3-2, I'm really cautious. You can do the first part with 1, but I use 3. Like so. Nice. Yeah, the last part's actually pretty safe, just using 1, as long as you don't actually accidentally throw the block off the ledge or something. That jump has a lot of freedom. 3-4. Or 3-3, I guess. Oops. Every time. I really should just do that horizontally, get that out of my system. I think horizontally is faster and it avoids the crown. But for whatever reason, it's just programmed in me to do that one vertically. The last part of 3-3, I mean. 3-4. That was not the best 3-4 in the world. That'll be a bit of time loss. Obviously because of the death, but the slowness in general. Nothing we can't come back from though. We should still stay green at least. Though obviously it won't be gold. 3-5. Especially not now. Wow, that was not great. To be fair, the lag that you're seeing, I'm seeing some of it too. Which is a bit unfortunate. 3-6. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, no gold, but we did actually increase our green. 9 seconds up on our PB. Now we get to learn up hook. Here we go. Up hook turns out to be pretty useful. Solid 4-1. There's no good way to avoid the crown. As far as I can tell, you can avoid it of course, but it takes a lot more time than you would save. For 2. Very nice. One of the situations where not having to get the crown means that you can take a shortcut. This becomes more and more true as the levels go on. Like later levels, you have to do all sorts of extra nonsense if you want to get the crown. 4-3. Yeah, that was silly. Very silly. Keep going though. Yeah, I just have to wait until longer. I have to wait until I'm on the edge to start generating blocks there. I keep forgetting that. Okay. So far so good. Another little skip there. And we're at 4-5. Just some precision with block generation. There we go. I wonder how close that is to not getting all 3 medals. Because that's a level where you might be worth it just to waste a couple of blocks and lose a medal. There we go. The last part there is pretty cool. Fun thing is you can do this level with very few blocks if that's what your goal is, and still get the crown. 4-7. On to 4-8. Not a terrible world for so far. I mean, yeah, the death was unfortunate. It wasn't even a particularly fast death. But other than that, it was okay. Phew. That's a bit nerve-wracking at the stage. Let's see. World 4 time. Sub 20 definitely possible. We got to 2002. That was a gold? Wow. Our World 4 gold apparently kind of sucks. Which is good to know. That means we've basically always died on that world somewhere. World 5 is pretty fun, at least. A lot of digging, which is just kind of propelling yourself through levels by excavating. Like so. Nice. I think 40 or something is the cutoff there. So it's good when we manage to not get that last medal. Not a huge time save, but a nice one. It's a little under a second. Not bad for 5-2. 5-6 is the most fun level in this world, in my opinion. The others aren't too bad. A lot of quick thinking, because all these strats for me currently are just kind of improvise. Which, as you see there, is probably not the best. Like, that could have been a lot faster. Oh well. Not too bad though. Still okay. 5-4. Strange, but that stage is almost always strange. I think I do that one a different way every single time. At least I avoid a medal. Alright. 5-5 and 5-6 I at least have concrete strats for. 5-5, the gimmick is shoving things into the ground to activate switches, and you just have to remember to prepare the last one. Nice. We're in there. 5-6 is very, very fast. One of the fastest levels, if you don't screw it up. So let's hope for a good 5-6. Five, 6 is a fun one casually as well. Nice. And pretty much all parts of that were necessary. You gotta clear out the top 2 blocks, and you gotta get a place to stand before you make the thing that activates both switches. Alright, this last one's another wing it. Not bad, things considering. Which I think means it was an okay World 5. Our World 5 in the PB was pretty good too. Not that great though, apparently. Maybe we had a death or something. Okay, so we don't gold it, but we do increase our green. Now time for some lasers. Lasers are not so fun. Neither are springs, to be honest. Not bad. Yeah. 6 once again. The 6th level is fun. In short, and pretty much everything else in this world, pain. So a pain mainly because laser deaths are particularly unfortunate. Not sure why we paused there. Because usually we pause before we throw it, but at that point we had already committed, so might as well just keep going. Not bad though still. Cannot complain about how the world is going so far. 6-3. I didn't mean to throw that, obviously. I meant to just disappear it with X. So that was a little sloppy. Six, 4. A lot of rightwards generation of blocks in this level. Up. And we're in there. So far, so good. Six, 5. Not much to say, these early levels. More or less everything is pretty forced. That was close. Not the cleanest end to that one. But I do like our time. Time's looking pretty good. I'm a little worried that the game's going slowly. What can you do? I think in actuality probably the video quality is just going to be bad. Because even though I've done everything to try to rectify that, I don't think it's going to happen. Getting a new compy in a couple of weeks, and the new compy is much better hardware. We're in there. Nice. That was a gold by a couple seconds. I think 6 or something. And we're almost 40 seconds up on our PB. So let's keep the run rolling. See if we can first cycle first 2 worlds here. Nice. We first cycle 7-1. We first cycle 7-2. That used to be a serious difficulty. Now it's kind of necessary for the run to be going well. Alright, 7-3. Nice. We avoid the crown. We get a reasonably quick block generation, and because of the extra box at the end there, we avoid 3 medals. Looking good so far. 7-4. Very nice. World 7's pretty reasonable so far. Nice, okay. Alright, I think that's the quickest cycle you can get for that one. And we do avoid all 3 medals with the strat. Seven, 6. Here we go. That obviously hurts. But we continue on. That was a strange glitch too. Like, I was wondering if I could maybe save it because I was like half on the block, half off. But don't think that was meant to be. And speaking of not meant to be, I think that kills our chances of sub 36 coming out of this world. But we'll try to save it best we can. Yeah, that won't be set 36, but it'll be close. $33.3. 36.04 out of this. Yeah, we did do really, really well in our PB for World 7. So kind of any mistake here means that we lose on it. We're still 30 seconds up though. And we learn jump now. So that's exciting. Worlds 8 and 9 are both pretty cool. And then World 10 is terrible again. And the cycle kind of continues. Worlds 11 and 12 are cool, World 13 is terrible, 14 and 15 are fun, and 16 is again terrible. So it's a bit of a cycle there. These are always kind of amusing, like seeing the guy try and completely fail, getting across the gap, and just kind of sits down, tries to figure out what to do. And then big boy cutie comes along, gives him the power to jump. Or rather gives him the power to jump on the blocks that he extends from his body. His appendages, so to speak. Both up hook and jump are really just abilities for the appendages. Now we do that little skip at the end there, and otherwise just follow the intended strat, because the intended strat I think is best. Alright. Eight 2, here we go. Reasonably clean. Nothing great, nothing terrible. 8-3 up next. Here we go. Nice. That last one, you kind of have to trust that the ground's going to be there by the time you drop down. Okay, you don't have to, but it saves a little time if you do. 4 more levels in this world. Then we get to World 9. World 9's fun because World 9 is warps. Okay, 8-4 should be careful here. That was definitely very sloppy, but went better than 8-4 sometimes goes, and the extra block has actually helped us because we avoided a medal. So we're on to 8-5. 8-5 is just a bunch of block generation. And as far as I can tell, yeah, you can avoid the crown by going horizontally, and maybe that's worth trying at some point. But I think it's fastest just to get the crown. Eight, 6. Here we go. A little slow there. What can you do? Down to the last level. And there's a good chance that we get sub 43 if we don't screw this up. So let's concentrate here. 8-7. The game itself is having a pretty bad frame rate for me. I don't think it affected things in that level. But it could be unfortunate if it continues, especially because that generally only gets worse with later worlds. In any case, we will get our sub 43. Yeah. So, up 43 seconds on our PB. Can't complain, obviously. Also can't get complacent though, because things can still go very, very wrong. That's 9-1. Funny thing is, that one block strat at the end, you can still just use one block even if you want to get the crown. I do like how our splits have alternated between green and gold. Let's see if we can change that though. 2 golds in a row. So far so good. And like I said, World 9 is just kind of fun. A lot of warp nonsense. And it's pretty chill. Like, mistakes don't punish you that much. Except for the spikes here. There are spikes here. So I played that one a little slow, just to make sure everything's fine. But yeah, let's see. Hoping we can just keep with this strat, and things should be okay. Nine, 4. getting really laggy, and that's worrying, because this is a good run, obviously. I'll hope for the best. That's all I can do. Can't pause and try to fix things now. Alright, 9-5. That was a little slow, but what can you do? So is that, wow. That was an altogether sloppy level. Yeah, it could obviously have gone worse though, so I'm not going to complain too much. I don't know if sub 48 is feasible. I forget how we did on this world in our personal best. I'm doing okay here though. Just got uno mas. Yeah, even if the local recording is bad quality for whatever reason, that'll be okay. That was unfortunate and slow. We won't get sub 48, obviously, but we will. Obviously, we'll start green. Whether we get gold is to be seen. Yeah. Alright, I guess the pattern continues. I'm not gonna complain though. Honestly. Not gonna complain at all. Still 40 seconds up. And here comes World 10, which is one of the worlds I dislike. Very strange. 10-1. We at least avoided all the medals, so that's nice. And we also got the first cycle barely, so I guess can't complain there. Yeah, very, very strange. Alright, 10-2. 10-2 I have a new strat for. But I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna play things safe and waste all the blocks here. It is possible to get that like one full cycle before if you do the skip right, but the skip wasn't going well anyways, and so I just went for the safe strat. We avoid all the medals, which is nice. You can't avoid all the medals if you do the fast strat, so it's not like a full cycle save, but it's close. we go. I don't know if that'll... Yeah, okay. Also avoids all the metals. That's nice. It's good to see. Like, I don't know, World 10's a bit weird. Could have sworn I had already thrown, but I guess I messed up the input order there. Not bad still. Cannot complain still. We're almost halfway through this run. We're about halfway through this run. That was obviously ugly. What can you do? Sorry about that. Notifications on some device that I don't feel like changing right now. 2 more levels in the world. Alright, 10-6. Been known to screw this one up, so we'll be very careful here. Let me play that one safe. Now you don't jump on either of the last 2 sections there, because if you do, then the door will shut in your face, and it'll just slow you down. Which is why you just hold, right? Or at least that's what I found. It could be possible to make it in there if you are precise. But more often than not, door just shuts in your face. It's good to be patient here, otherwise you'll push yourself off. Alright, not terrible. We'll take those. What do you know? We get a gold. This is a bit crazy. I think golding World 12 will be difficult, because I think we've had a good World 12. But, what do I know? I think there's some... Is there a cutscene here? No, okay, here you learn shoot. Yeah, that's it. You learn shoot here. That was not so fast. Yeah. You learn shoot. I'm pretty sure they call it slide, but obviously it's shoot. Which is just you generate blocks, and then you're able to shoot them in the direction you're facing. So you see this guy here, you can only throw it 1 block ahead of you. So he's like, what am I supposed to do? And this guy with the messed up head comes along, he's like, dude, just shoot, that's it. also like it how the guy with the messed up head, like, eyes go in the opposite direction. Like, I think it's supposed to be a very old block, because it also disintegrates immediately after it passes on its knowledge. So I think that was like the last piece of wisdom. It's passing on to the new generation. I mean, okay, we're also about to die, as we'll see, but... That was a little awkward because we forgot that we have to do that thing at the end. Alright. World 11 is one of the few worlds with 8 levels. After World 11, everything has 7 levels until World 16. That was obviously sloppy. As was that, but what can you do? That was slow. All in all, not a great 11-2. (11-3) is also somewhat tough, in my experience. But okay, that went decently, I guess. (11-4). Was all kinds of sloppy, but still won't complain too much. We're on decent pace. It really is gonna all come down to these later worlds, because these later worlds, mistakes are punished a lot heavily. A lot more, you know what I'm getting at. A lot more heavily. A lot heavilier. That was, once again, pretty sloppy. What can you do? 11-6 is a nice and fun one, because you just chill and shoot 3 things off to the right. You know, if you can actually shoot it and not just throw it. Good news is we avoid a medal. Bad news, that was slow otherwise, of course. We do pass an hour, which means, you know, we're solidly into the run at this point. we're getting there. I think that was 11-7. Yep, one more. 11-8. Not bad. We're gonna pick up a little bit more, I think, on our PB. Yeah, we should pick up a couple seconds. Nice! 2 golds in a row. I'm a little sad because I broke the pattern, but, you know. I won't complain too much about that. Put it that way. Which means we're on to maybe the longest cutscene, except for stuff that happens at the very end. This is the spaceship cutscene. So you see a spaceship come out, and the spaceship first it sucks up Cutie, and then the rest of the fam. And this is that kid from earlier. Now, I like to think that this kid built the spaceship and also found a bow, and is now the MVP of this whole operation. Perhaps more likely is that the spaceship is autonomous and picked her up or something, but I don't know. I like to think that this was her work. Anyways, the hot lore now is that there's this giant rock. So far it's just been a storm of rocks, but now there's a giant rock that's hurtling towards the home world, and these guys are going on a mission. The kids are reluctant to let them go, but Cutie helps out here. And they jump through the chute. They're going to be ejected along with 3 spikes at this rock in an attempt to blow it up before it comes and hits the home world. So that's the sweet, sweet lore for you. 5 more worlds is the bottom line. And 50 seconds up on the PB. You can see that last spike requires 2 squares to fill, which is an indication that everything we're about to do is completely futile. But hey, we can try, We can try our best. Nothing really special about this level, it's just, or this world. It's just the gimmick is there are giant blocks that you can push around. That was also unnecessarily close with the spike there. I recognize that. The good thing is with the uphook strat, doing uphook instead of a staircase means that you don't get the last medal. I think it's faster anyway, but not getting the last medal is obviously a nice icing on the cake. Put it like this. That was stupid. As was that. Both of those were really slow. But still, as far as late world mistakes go, not bad. Some of best is it's getting down there now. It's gonna be sub 141 soon. Wow. That was some fun spaghetti. Not much else to say about that. Keep going through World 12 though, only 4 more levels. That was a solid 12-5, or 12-4 I guess. Yeah. You are beginning to see the levels get larger, because you're working with larger objects and your block limits grow. This is going to be especially true in World 16. I was a little sloppy, obviously, but I'm not too upset about it. Yeah, a strange 12-5 to say the least. But at least we avoid 2 medals, so I can't complain too much. And we're on to 12-6. That sucked, no way around it. Bad death. Really, really bad death. No sugarcoating that one. That was like 10 seconds at least. Very strange. Very, very strange last level. Like, more or less the strats were the correct strats, but the execution was really weird. In any case, I think we're still gonna gain on our PV. Not by much, but by a little. There we go. Nice green. It obviously wasn't gonna be a gold because of the really bad death. But still, almost a full minute up on our PV going into World 13. That's what I like to see. You know, World 13, of course, that's a tough one. We're gonna try for 13-1 skip. Okay, we're not gonna get it. That's fine. Yeah, 13-1 skip is just you can up hook past the first drill before the first drill comes. It saves a few seconds. Like 1 or 2. Nothing huge. But it is worth doing if you're able to get it. 13-2. A little sloppy, that. Nothing terrible, though. (13-3) is a nice break from the madness. It's just a bunch of up hooks. That was not the best because of the second part. Everything else is reasonably good, though. (13-4). Alright, we're able to make that first cycle. That as well. So we first cycle everything on 13-4, which is nice. It's not that difficult to do, but if you miss a cycle, it can be annoying. And it does cost a reasonably large amount of time. Alright, 13-5. 13-5, there's a nice little time save here that I'll try. The first part's pretty forced. For the second part, what you can do is that. So that saves a little bit of time. Alright, now let's catch this. Well, time save lost at the end there. Whatever we gained, we lost it right back. Because we forgot to go down. Oh well. 13-6, we do have a new strat for. Phew, we got it. It's a little close for comfort, but we got it. So the strat there is you stay in the bottom right corner when you're doing the block wasting instead of climbing up immediately, because that saves the cycle. Drills don't work on a global timer. They work on a when you spawn them timer, or when they load timer. This is an important distinction. Phew, barely got that one first cycle. Got that one. That was a little messy at the end. I was just kind of trying not to massively spaghetti. And we managed not massively spaghettiing, so I guess I won't complain too much. That's a gold. Not a gold by much, but a gold. Zero gravity. 3 more worlds. We're almost a minute up on our PB. Let's not screw it up now. So far, not bad. These ones, it's virtually impossible to not get the medals on because the medal requirements are way too lax. And you don't usually need to use any major blocks. Let's see. Nice. We managed 14-2 skip. Yeah, my naming of these maneuvers is not too original, as you can probably tell. 14-3, here we go. A little slow at the end, otherwise not bad. No spaghettiing, no deaths, that's the major thing. If we can manage no spaghettiing, no deaths, then this PB will be super solid. Especially considering, or this run will be super solid. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Nice. Yeah, like even that gets all medals. Like I did the stupidest thing possible. What can you do? But yeah, I mean, as far as the level went, it went pretty well. This world's going pretty well, to be honest. So let's just not screw it up. Nice. A little bit of slowness, obviously, in that second part. But we do avoid all the medals because of it. I mean, we got the crown, so it was a bit of a trade-off. Oh, what an ugly finish. Everything else was good about that too. Oh well. That was a bit disappointing. $14-7. All right. Question is, will it gain an RPB? I think the answer is yes, just by a little bit. Yeah. Slow and steady is staying ahead at least. 15-16. Alright, big cutscene coming up. Wifey about to sack herself for the initiative. It's not gonna matter. It's the unfortunate spoiler in all this. But she'll do it. Actually, wait. No, she does that after World 15. Well, that's me getting the story completely wrong. No, it's this guy who does it first. Because this guy's also got to teach us how to slam. World 15 is the slam world. It's honestly pretty fun. Like, it's a good warm-up for World 16. Because it's fun, the execution's a bit tricky. The levels, you know, they aren't terrible, but they do require some precision at points. But yeah, it's getting to that point in the run where it's like, okay, don't screw up, dude, because it's a good run so far. Alright, now this guy's gonna give us his powers, even though it looks like he's totally out of it by now. He'd still give us the slam. And so as you'll see, we'll look at this switch. I'm not gonna be able to do it. See, we'll try doing this. Jumping on it. It don't work. So we sit down. Not figuring it out. But now we can slam. We're glowing. We have strength. Regenerate. We fill the hole. And bam. Bam. Yeah, it's pretty impressive, not gonna lie. I think it's a cool mechanic. 15-1. That wasn't great. That was better. Wasn't great either, to be honest. But it's like at this point, bad execution and all that, I'm okay with. You know, I'm okay with taking things a little bit slow if I avoid deaths. Because what I just need not to happen is a total meltdown. A total meltdown can still kill a minute off the clock. General slowness will not kill that much time. We'll kill some time, but it won't kill that much time. Like that was obviously terrible. Like slamming an extra time is almost worse than a death, because you have to just restart the section. It doesn't come naturally. 15-3. We avoid the crown, which is nice. A little slow, but once again, I'm not too concerned about that. If we can just do the levels and not totally screw up, I'll be happy. I mean, it'd be nice if we don't lose like 20 seconds due to slowness, because that would just make us feel bad. But you know. Okay, yeah, I saw that coming. What am I doing? Whew, not the best World 15. Definitely not the best World 15. Let's see if we can finish strong though. This is kind of what I was worried about, because you want to go into World 16 with just as much cushion as possible. Just 2 more levels left, which means 10 in total. 10 more levels. The video quality at this point is probably terrible because the later worlds stress it out, but hopefully you at least get a gist of what this run is like. That last jump is a little scary because if you forget to jump at the end there, then it slows you down considerably. The funny thing is, after all of this, I think I may still gain on my PB. After all of the nonsense that's gone down. It'll be close, but I think I might still gain on my PB. We'll see though. Obviously, depends on how this level goes. Alright, yeah, the lag was pretty terrible there. I could not, like, see what was going on. But despite all that, I think we might be sub 131. Yep. Alright. Here it is. This is the opportunity. This is what we wanted. This is what we needed. This is what we hoped for. This is where wifey sacks herself. And then it's just 8 levels standing between us and a pretty good time. Just 8 short levels. and I'm seeing the encoding overloaded message, which means that you can probably hear the audio fine, but the video is going to show up terrible in some sections of this. Like you're going to see lag now, for example, I think, but whatever. I literally am working with bad hardware, and I try to make the settings just as lenient as possible for that purpose. But yeah, better hardware coming in a few weeks. Until then, this is the quality of video, unfortunately, that I'm producing. Alright, the second crack in the rock. Just need one more. Last world. Let's go. 16-1. Not a great start. Not a great start. That was a bad death at the beginning. Hug. I mean, I know that our PB also had a bad death, but later on. So if we can avoid that, then we'll be, you know, about even with it. But it's not good to be in the hole after the first level. Alright, stage 2, let's go. Whatever. Not a bad stage 2, I guess. Block generation was slow because it's lagging like crazy. Not to, you know, give excuses or whatever, but good God. Stage 3. Nice. We chill here, and we just get this next cycle. That's it. That's a good 16-3 at least. Getting that second part is the toughest in my experience, and so I'm happy with that 16-3. 16-4, here we go. Oh, it's this one. Nice. This is the one where we spaghettied completely and died on our other run. On this run, it went reasonably well and we got no medals. So that's beautiful. 4 more levels standing between us and a PB. Let's do it. Three more. And play things safe there, yeah. But I will not argue with that decision ever. Three more levels. Come on, let's go. Let's get that sub 142. Playing this safe. We could have obviously destroyed more blocks, but getting greedy is not something I'm interested in right now. And we have just 2 levels between us and a pretty solid PB if we're able to manage this finish. Alright, come on. 16-7, let's go. Uno mas. One more level. Let's do this. One more stinking level. This pace is really, really nice right now. Not gonna lie. Sub 141 might be possible. Nerves are coming. Alright, let's go. Come on. Get through there. Get in there. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is sub 141? Maybe. It's gonna be so close. Oh god. it's 141 like exactly pace. All right. Come on, get there. Oh god damn it. Well, 141's a 141. I'll take it. Overall, pretty good run. Obviously, it would have been nice to not have the terrible death in 16-1. And there's some sloppiness in earlier worlds too, but with that many golds, I can't complain at all. Whew. 141. Goddamn. Well, hopefully this stands for a little bit. I'm probably not going to try it again until I get the new comp and I'm able to actually, like, you know, record and stream and all that. And have everything be good quality. But yeah, this is new game, any percent, 141 flat. I really wonder if at the end there you don't need to generate those blocks. I think that would have made the difference. Something to test. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you guys later. Peace.